Good evening, YouTube. I am Nightshone123, coming to you here today to do my report on the September 1st, 2012 ban list. This is my current look on the ban list as I see it should be made. So I do hope that you enjoy what I'm about to show you. Okay, for the ban cards, I have Wind-Up Hunter, mainly because wind-ups are a dick. And I mean, they just straight up are, and I can't do anything about that. They are a dick. Another thing is Future Fusion, because Chaos Dragons are just so dumb in the current meta. It's like they oh shit, I dropped my pen. But it's just it's time. I mean, Future Fusion's been too good for too long. I mean, unless they're gonna hurt the deck in other ways to leave Future Fusion, but I don't think they can. So I think it's time for Future Fusion to go, and that does not mean that the deck won't be playable. I think it still will be playable, but you know, it's like whatever. Next, I think it's time. I know all you people don't want it to happen with your IOC first ed BLSs, but I think it's time for BLS to go, because I mean, it's been in the meta for too long, and it's a game-winning card if you open with it. It's just too good. And another thing I have is maybe Sangan banned, because Konami wants all of their good cards to be, like, all of their new cards to be good, right? Well, if they were to put Sangan, ban it, then they would force people to use tour guides, and tour guides' price would shoot up, which is something Konami's good at, making their damn cards shoot up. But maybe. I'm thinking Sangan could go just to force people to use bus. Gores, maybe. The reason why I say Gores is because Gores is a game-winning card. Like, if you drop Gores and your opponent can't stop it, and you're just saying, Gores, attack, token, attack, and you're getting over there, and they're getting over your huge monsters, that's not a good thing for you. I mean, it's just not. I'm sorry. Okay, now I want to move on to the limited cards. A lot of people have been talking about Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon bans, or limited. I think that that's a good play on their part, because it makes Heretics less powerful, and it also makes Chaos Dragons a lot less powerful, which is really good. Okay, I know you people are gonna say, like, you know, it's me saying this, but in my opinion, Rescue Cat has to come back to 1, because I think it would be a good play on Konami's part. I also think Rescue Rabbit has to go to 1. I just don't see it staying at any. I just don't see it staying at. I just can't see it staying another round, because Dino Rabbit's just such a dumb deck. I mean, you just have to deal with it. It's so dumb. I mean, there's so many good plays and all that other BS. I mean, you just have to deal. Okay, next we have Inzektor Centipede on the limited list. In my opinion, this is the only thing they have to do to Inzektor's to kill it, because you can summon a Centipede on the first turn and, like, equip it with its big dick sword thing, and it's gonna walk around smacking people with its big dick sword. And that's just, that's what it's gonna do for the whole game until you draw your Dragonfly and your Hornet and stuff. Okay, another limited card. I think Spore could be either unlimited or limited. Doesn't really matter, because it's a good card regardless. So I mean, and just because Glow Bulb's not there, doesn't mean that it's not still broken. I think that they could bring Spore back. And another thing, I think Konami's been hinting for a while that Dark Magician of Chaos is coming back, and I think it really is going to come back on this ban list. For semi-limit, I have Inzektor Dragonfly just because I think that they do need to nerf it a little bit more than what it is. I also have a semi as One Day at Peace, because I mean, it's been walking around at 3, and that made a lot of these rogue decks amazing, like Empty Jar and Chain Burn and what was that other deck? Final Countdown. They're all really good. So I mean, in my opinion, I think that if you put that at 2 or 1, I think that would work. 2 other semis I have is Earth, the Agent Earth, because it doesn't really need to be at 1, and Striker, because it also doesn't need to be at 1, and it gives those 2 decks a little bit more power that Konami took away as soon as the decks came out almost. Okay, another card that the last card that I think needs to be semied is MST. I just think that MST at 3 is a bad call for anyone. Just a bad call for Konami in general, because 3 MSTs is just, it makes Night Beam good, which is their new card, Night Beam. It makes that card good, which means that card shoots up in price, which means that people buy more Galactic Overlord to try and pull it, which is good for them. And now I'm going to move on to my unlimited list. In my opinion, Marshmallow can become unlimited. because I just don't see it being a problem if they do. And Magic Cylinder as well, I just don't really think that it needs to be. I just don't think it needs to be at. I don't think it needs to be at 2. There's no reason. Nobody actually plays it except for chain bearing. So, I mean, I guess you could. Okay. Well, this is Night Channel 123. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. This has been your Yu-Gi-Oh! Forecast.